Hello, Wednesday Twitch people. What is going on, everybody? And my camera is frozen. Perfect. This is a great time for that. You know, since I just started, it's one of my favorite things when we literally begin with a problem. It's the best. It's so good. It's just so good. There we go. Now we're more or less online again. Maybe we can keep that up for a little bit. What do you think? Church, buddy, I love you, but if you gotta stop. You gotta give me that. Give me. My cat's trying to steal my headphones, everybody. Get. Retired V, what's going on, my guy? Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Uboat. Well, we're hoping that everything's gonna be okay. Am I not? Can you guys not hear me? Okay. One moment, everybody. Sorry. My youngest cat is, he's found something to play with, which means my life is now instantly harder. Quit it. Okay. Thanks for nominating me for the challenge. Absolutely, my guy. You won. You won that challenge, my dude. These things gotta go to a winner. Winners got to be winnings. All right. Now, if we can get 5 minutes where I'm not being attacked underneath the table, maybe we can get something done here. All right, let's try to concentrate, shall we? Let's. I'm a professional-ish, and we're gonna try to do both things. We're at war, people. We're at war. We are at war. All right, Galley's getting a little light on canned bread. Let's just give them all of it. I think all of it sounds like a good amount. Like if you had to choose between some or all, just take all. It just feels easier that way, honestly. Gonna need one spare part, at least. He's got 5, he's got 2, okay. All right, so we need a couple extra spare parts. We need at least 4 spare parts. 4 little parts and spares, please. That's what we require. Cat tax, 100%. Problems on your end? Thank you very kindly for letting me know, Mr. Retired. We also need 2 torpedoes. I don't think I fired any to the rear. I did not. Cool. All right. Pretty straightforward time in port then. All right, equipment done. Food. Let's take more free potatoes because they're free. Why wouldn't we take things that are free? Only crazy people don't accept free gifts from strangers. Obviously. Come on now. Ammo. Good there. Pretty good on... We can take a couple extra bullets. A little bit of HE. A little bit of HE goes there. That's fine. Fuel. Gonna require a fair bit of that. Thank you. Torpedoes. We're only taking T1s from now on. We have an insane amount of funding available. And that should be sufficient. Ooh, let's take a gun. Let's take a gun. We haven't had a gun yet. Might as well take a gun. All right, what can we do about headquarters? Is there anything within my time frame yet? No. Equipment production, yes, but I don't have a spare leader right now. What about aerial reconnaissance? Needs a leader. Go away, please. This needs a leader as well. We don't have leaders. It's fine. I'm sure we'll get the opportunity to earn some at some point in time here. Did I replenish lost souls? I just began, my dude. I have just begun. We require 1 additional body. 1, boop, here we go. Let's check to make sure I've got everybody squatted the way I want. My crew list. Okay, so we got Mech 3, Cap 1, Cap 2, Watch 1, Engine 2, Mech 4, Mech 1, Mech 2, Watch 2, XO1, XO2. Okay, perfect. We're solid. Everything is manned. 32.33. Repeating, of course, percentage of survival. Leroy Jenkins. Was it Watch 1? Yes, Watch 1 and an unnamed soldier, I believe. There's something at the top in HQ. Yeah, that's a a weather thing. I need an engineer. All I've got available is a radioman. We have to earn more officers because I don't want to buy them just yet. All right, we should probably squeak in a little vacay. Let's get that done. Bavaria it is, because it's the best one. It's the bestest. The bestest. Yes, Dan. The beginning of the internet age, realistically. Good old Leroy Jenkins. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. How y'all doing, by the way? I didn't get to do my normal intro because everything went all crappy on me. Hope you're doing well. I hope you're all doing very, very well. And listen, if you're not, we're halfway there, people. We're halfway there. And that counts for something, right? That counts for something. All right, tonnage war in possibly the worst area possible because it's like we're over here. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, Belfast. Okay. Escort duty, super boring. Scapa, we're not ready for that. Enigma, super boring. Mine laying, super boring. But if we do this mine laying, it'll be 3 of 3, and we can get that done, right? I just want missions. Like, is that so difficult? Like, just missions. Not dinky stuff. Missions. Oh, right, I gotta move my torpedoes. Like, I don't want... Like, I want to go kill things. I don't want to take things.
I do not support what is being said right now. That's a no from me.
Ooh, okay. Hello there, Jim. Hello, hello. Right. Torpedoes. We gotta get rid of 7. Seven torpedoes. Isn't that ridiculous? Don't you think that's just ridiculous? 7? We've only got to launch like 4, but still. There's no bad missions, only the good ones. I don't know. I find 99% of the missions I get are extremely dull. All I want to do is hunt. That's all I want to do. I just want to blow stuff up. I mean, I guess originally when they first were like, oh, you get a mine laying thing. And I was like, ooh. And then I saw what it was and I was like, okay. Drumming MJ, what's going on? What is up, mine dude meister? By the way, for anybody that's new to the stream, I call everyone in my life, including my 12-year-old daughter, my guy or my dude. Please take no offense. Please try to take no offense. You know, I gotta tell you, my last dedicated YouTube upload, not like any of the lives or the shorts or anything like that, but my last dedicated video that I made, was the first time that I had people in the comments section just raging about my my potty mouth, one would say. And I was like, but I don't think I have a potty mouth. I try really hard to not have a potty mouth. Then come to find out they mean from a religious standpoint. I am apparently taking the Lord's name in vain entirely too often. So you just can't win. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not possible. There's no winning. There's no winning. Get the feeling mine laying was relatively an easy break for the crew. Oh, I can only imagine, my guy. Zundas, what's going on, my dude? It's easy until you have to mine Cardiff. I've always found them fairly simplistic. It's the same formula over and over. Go to the place, move in unbelievably slow time until you can drop mines. Drop them in random locations because they do not explode ships, so it doesn't matter. And you know, float above the surface and then dive to the, float above the bottom, dive to the bottom, float above the bottom, dive to the bottom. Repeat ad infinitum until you're done. So more recon, the ones where you like go into ports and like look at the guns and stuff. I don't know about that. Again, my thing is, you know what my favorite edition of missions was? When they brought in that mission to blow up the fuel tanks in Aruba. That was cool, and it was fun. Cool and fun. And I was like, you know what they need to do is they need to be like, hey, we think there's like an amassing of tankers. Like tankers are amassing, and we need you to go to where they are amassing and explode them before they can bring fuel to the enemy. That would be killer. It'd be so good. So good. But hey, that's just me. It would be a dull old world if we all played the same game, people. Let's all keep that in mind, shall we? Okay, for anybody just tuning in, we are currently rocketing through the AM sectors on our way down to Loch Ewe, or Loch U, perhaps, to place mines. Yay. Sorry about how long this is going to take, but it is what it is. 4 to 6, eh? Is it daylight? Game's locked up on me, cool. 4 to 6 in daylight. How much you want to bet that's just a war patrol? Slow to 1. Keep moving. Coming towards me. Dive your periscope. Periscope depth, please, gentlemen. Skipper, grab the radio for me really quick and call this in. I'm not worried about Huff Duff at this time. And then go on about your business as you normally do. Okay, I need the big ears on, please. Good. Mission to ship sinking. Sorry, a mission to ship sinking. A mission to sink shipping inside port. There is one to attack the port. It's just basically to make a disturbance, but it's fine. All right, I don't know if this is going to be a war patrol or not. I would bet a fair amount that it's going to be one. That being said, I have been wrong once or twice before. Just a couple of times, one might say. Oh, I've got him hiding that. Let's make him unhide that for a moment. Unhide that, even though I had a sight circle the whole time, which makes all the sense. You're going to need to stop staring at the water, my dude. It's really important that I be able to see too. I also need to look. Let's see. Looks like swept back masts. I'm guessing a destroyer. Hard to say. Don't know, and that's that. Okay. Well, let's wait till they come within visual range. Non-coms are never wrong. Misinformed, perhaps. I mean, you're not technically wrong. You're not wrong, my guy. I wouldn't say overall that you're wrong. Run up and say, hey, right? Oh, I've done that a time or two. Just a couple of times, anyway. Where's my friends? Hello, friends? Hello? Yeah, I'm looking at one destroyer, maybe a corvette. Hard to say, but I'm guessing an EF class is right there. All right, let's slow to 1. And there they are. Alarm! Kill the motors, let them drift by. Switch to blue lighting. Not worried about their radar currently. I don't think it'll be a problem. Again, it's very early in the war. Very early indeed. Alright, let's engage forward 1. Alarm canceled. Okay. Engage forward 3. Let's keep an eye on them. Make sure they don't pull a crazy Ivan on us. Suddenly start turning. Because they do that. Do they ever? I'm going to need about 20 kilometers worth of distance. It is early morning after all. Their sight will only improve over time. We've got approximately 3/4 or maybe 2/3 of our oxygen left. We've got another, what I'm guessing is a war patrol here. Could be a war patrol, could be a not war patrol. That being said, we're not going to be finding out anytime soon. Distance to those targets is 27 kilometers. I'm going to get a breath of air really quick. We're going to get a quick breath of air. Just a quick one. Can we recharge the compressors? Let's do that, please. Quick breath of air before we are in sight range of what's over there, I believe. Charge everything up real nice like and carry on. Alright, gonna have to go easy here. There's the funnel smoke again. We are no longer... oh, did I not... That's interesting because I told them to turn the pump on. We're gonna have to risk it now because... Not the pump, the electric compressor. What do I do with this again? Is it Alt or Shift or Control or what? I don't know. I can't remember. Whatever. It'll be fine. I think we're far enough outside their site that I'm not super concerned about it. Just at this moment. Alright, everything's charged up. Good. So we are just motoring in. Let's go ahead and send that home. Back to bed with the radio up. We are heading for the beacon. If I've ever used the vent. I used to use the vent a lot. They nerfed it really hard in this build. The vent used to work for a short amount of time without any potassium absorbers. And then you would put in potassium absorbers and it would work, say, like each potassium absorber would last a certain amount of time. Now I find you load it up with, what is it, 20 fit in it? And you burn through it in 5 minutes. Like they're just gone. So I'm not sure if they changed the way it works or what, but I don't think that went over very well. No, you can, I know you can fit 40 in storage. Can you put 40 in the vents? Right? Like that's what maybe you can. I can't remember. I cannot remember. All right, we are rapidly getting closer to target. Let's have a little look here, Skip. We're in a little bit of a fog bank, which is good for us, right? Can't remember, is on map when plotting for torpedoes. What's the key? Press and draw a straight line. Okay, so for anybody that is not aware, if you use your ruler tool, right, and you click to make a dot on the map, don't move your mouse, just hold down like the S key, right? And if you were to say click over here, hold down the D, right, just WASD, and you will make perfectly true north, south, east, west lines, right? So just click, hold down S for down, and then you can go whichever way with A and D.
Receiving incoming transmission.
Hope that helps everybody. I just got an incoming transmission apparently from Bell. Oh, because I care about that. That's our service provider up here for cell phones, and I don't care. All right, looks like we're coming out of the fog. Let's go ahead and dive now because we don't want to take the chance that we're going to get suddenly discovered. We don't want that. No, thank you.
Deep breath. Now, let's achieve our objectives.
That is the plan. We are going to try to achieve our objectives. That is the plan, everybody. All right. We are flooding and stuff. Let's go dive planes to electric for now. Let's keep the bulkheads closed. I think that might be a smart way to go currently. All right, we are diving. Diving, diving, diving. Gotta start on diving. And I'm nowhere near my boat. Because sometimes when you switch to free cam, you're nowhere near your boat. And that's just how it works. That's just how it works sometimes. You ever got some important message from work when you had to drop everything and report? Yes, I've been recalled on a couple of different occasions. I have. Most notable of, I was in Sicily, in a town called Catania. Pretty much at the base of Mount Etna, for the most part, the volcano. And it was our first night of leave. So, of course, we went out and hit the town. And in the morning, we were going to get a private like tour of Mount Etna. Like we had like people with jeeps waiting to take us up to the top of Etna, go and look at this volcano, right? And about 10, 11 o'clock at night, that night, people from the ship were roaming the town, finding any military members they could and saying recall, recall, recall. Everybody head back to the ship. We're leaving in the morning. So that's how that went. Yannick, what's going on, my guy? All right, we have a warship coming at us. We are going to kill the motors, lay it on the bottom. Kill the motors and lay her down. Ooh, a 5 to 10 right there. That's interesting. Okay. Let's get on the big ears, please. Turn off the dive planes. Let's give skip. Let's put you in a command position. Okay. All right. Multiple warships inbound. So, we're in a tiny bit of trouble. Just a small amount of an issue currently. Oh dear. Good times. Good times. And they're going directly over my head.
Yeah, we are in trouble.
We may be in trouble. Not hearing any pinging. Not hearing any pinging. Here they come. Yeah, as long as we just chill, we should be okay. Should be alright. Get Rolly to burn the eggs. Listen to the mess of props. Now we play the waiting game. Isn't this fun? Ah, the life of a U-boat captain. I wonder who gets to drink more. Me, now, playing this game, or the U-boat captains, right? Alright, the screws are starting to overlap. Bash quadruple 9. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for that follow. Welcome to stream. Welcome to U-Boat. We are currently sitting at the bottom of an AM square, just outside of Lock U. Hoping that an entirely too large of a war patrol passes overhead without incident. That is what we're hoping for. What we're hoping for is the sound to fade away directly ahead of us, so we know they'll have gone overhead. That's the idea here. It's going to take a little bit. That's okay. I've got time. I've got time. It's okay. How's everybody doing, by the way? Doing well? Hope you're doing well. What's a bomba? No. No. Bad, Dan. Bad. They're certainly not in a hurry. Just at standard cruise. Alright, just starting to drop off there. Still pretty loud to the forward. Still pretty loud to the forward. They haven't gone over us yet. Boys just slamming the hatches behind them. Doodly-doo, singing songs. 1.2 meters water in the bilge. Chef is doing chef stuff even though blue lighting's engaged. Hey, I didn't build it. I didn't build the game. I don't know what to tell you. How we doing? Oh, yeah. Good times. All we gotta do is get to here. That's all we gotta do. We just gotta let all of this crap go over us. That's all. What's this guy? Alright, got ourselves a Corvette. Little Corvette friend. Bloop. Wondering if I could see myself. His friends should be over yonder. Nice time to play Tipperary, am I right? Whoop. Hello? It's just me, your little mermaid friend. Oh dear. Alright, another Corvette. Destroyer. Another Corvette. Another Corvette. Destroyer. Talby, quadruple 4. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. And of course, we've got this other massive war patrol that's heading off in this direction. An EF class here. You got what? A Isles class. Another EF. Another Isles, another Isles. Not an EF. A Hunt, maybe? Hunt class, is that possible? Or a V class, I'm not sure. Alright, they're right overhead. Could be. There could be. You're not wrong, V. That's par for the course, my guy. What are you gonna do? It's just how it be these days. Right? Ooh. Oh, hey. Let's go on tour. Huh? It's the Ford electrical panel. Loop. These guys are sitting suspiciously. Whoa. Did you hear me? My God, can you hear me? Sir. This is very... Don't turn away. Tell me how you feel. Tell me what you're thinking right now. Look at the soulful expression in his eyes. This dude doesn't care, I don't think. He's just like, yep, the ceiling's here. This is where the ceiling lives. Now he's going to go on tour. This dude is very concerned about the torpedoes. Good for you, my man. That's what we like to see. Sailor who cares. All right. Now, these two gentlemen are making sure that this gentleman is making sure that these two gentlemen are doing their jobs. You see, the more managers you have in place, the better. That's what the military has taught me. The more people that are making sure you're doing what you need to be doing instead of doing something themselves is more betterer. That's how this works. If you don't like it, you shouldn't have joined. Huh? It's voluntary service, people. My God, you look terrified. Okay. Hey, bro. He's like, I don't care. Are my pictures here? Oh, second one looks relatively good. Yes. That's kind of horrifying, isn't it? That looks like a psych ward. Your house looks like a psych ward, my dude. Just saying. Looking for a week with... I mean, I did do 6 months on a frigate. Oh, bro is working out? He's just giving her. He's like, I'm getting my steps in. Closing my rings or whatever Apple people say. I don't know. I don't have an Apple. Are the engines here, boys? Is that one there? Checks out. Cool. What about you? Do you have an engine? Okay. Are you taking notes on... Yes, that is a cross-section of our boat. Good. Good, good. You're doing great. You should run faster and slam the door. Thank you. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. You guys know that? Oh my God, they've barely started. Okay, let's, yeah. I don't think we're in any danger. Are they cramped? They're not spacious. They're not particularly spacious, I'll tell you that. I don't know if I could call them as cramped to say that, but I mean, your living quarters are what they are. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's creep off the bottom. Let's get up to 40 meters. Easy does it. Creep, 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 creep. We got to keep an eye on this grouping that's heading in towards us. Let's engage engines 1 to forward. No one should hear me. If the game hears me, it's cheating. Because I'm in everybody's baffles. Just saying. Yeah, I wouldn't call them as cramped, certainly. But why is chat so mean to me? Why? What did I ever do to you? All I do is entertain. All I've ever done is entertain. Alright, we only got 80 meters under keel. Let's sneak up to 32. And we have incoming. Alright, better play it safe, because, God, look at how many... Like, talk about stacking the deck against you. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Y'all better relax. Just monstrous. Oh my God. There's more warships in this area than there are in the rest of the game. I'm just saying. Yeah, it is. It's being mean too. Yep. All right. Because it scares me. Oh my God. Just, this is why I don't like these missions. Because it's not difficult at all. It's so easy. But it's so tedious. It's so tedious to do this. You know what I mean? That's why I can't stand these minelaying missions, because this is all it is. Staring at the map, waiting for the warships to go by. Over and over. Thought you would play it, bang. There you go. I don't know, V. You be you, my guy. I'll be me. We'll meet somewhere in the middle. How about that? Oh, yeah, they're coming back. Perfect. Good. I was worried they would stay away. Because see, you're locked to times 48 speed. Right? You're locked to it. You can't zip this along. I know they're not going to catch me. I'm 100% positive they're not going to find me. But these guys are probably just going to turn around and head in again. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm sorry. Like, okay. It's probably just my mentality. Do you people, I'm assuming a lot of you are U-boat players. Do you folk there out there in chat, do you enjoy these missions? And if you do, what is it that you enjoy about it? Hello there, Wolvulus. Wolvulus, hello? Hello indeed. Nope, hate him. Tell it like it is, V. Don't hold back. Tell me what you really think. They're all going in weird, wiggly directions now. No, this is a mine-laying mission off the, off of Loch U. Or possibly Yui, depending on how you're meant to pronounce that word. And it's got, oh, what have we counted so far, chat? Something to the tune of 30 warships, something like that. 30 to 40 warships. More warships than Scapa Flow, put it that way. There's fun in creeping along 2 meters off the bottom for hours to get in and out of the area. Right? Oh no, I understood what you were getting at, trust me. Alright, now what do we got under keel? 80 to 50. Let's float on up with 40 for now. I'm going to go ahead and gauge engines 1 once we come off the bottom a bit here. Alright, cool. Alright, let's move a little bit. Now, it climbs up to the 50s right around here. Gotta keep an eye on that. We're almost in the area. Like, realistically, if the mines did anything, which they don't do, I should lay them along this line, basically. The mines don't actually do anything, but if they did, that would be where you would put them. 110%. Right? But again, they don't. Lying on the bottom with it, right? Everything just starts to wear out. Batteries, air, your personnel, everything just starts burning out. Just broaching on a bottom. Like, you mean going down to the bottom? No, but if you scrape the bottom, they seem to be able to hear that. William Ronald, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. All right, we're a little over 3K from our target. Hopefully we'll get the message to start laying soon. And then we will begin punching mines pretty much everywhere. What's the depth? Ooh, starting to get a little squirrely on depth. 15 meters, please, gentlemen. It is 5 o'clock in the day. We will be easily found if we poke our nostrils out of the water here. Come on, game. Register that I'm here. It's only 1.5 kilometers. Let's go. Will's Ron, what's going on, my guy? I am well, my dude. Thanks for asking. Yeah, depending on the depth of the water, MTBs, specifically MTBs, can look down in the water and see you on the bottom. And that's because they're so low to the water, and I mean the water is, you know, X amount clear, you know what I'm saying? Okay, we are starting our mine laying operations. Begin mine laying operations, please. Mines are not loaded, because that makes sense, right? Oh, good. All right. Can I switch them? No, I can't. I can tell him to take that one. No, he's going to warm it. Well, your old pal Salted has made himself an error, because I... Okay, here's what we're going to do. We are going to target this ship. We're going to say 0, 0, 0. And I probably have to be, like, physically locked onto it to bring up the torpedo bay.
Oh dear, we are in trouble.
0. Okay, I just got to click this. All right. Yeah, we're in a little bit of trouble. That's fine. Angle out of range is fine. All right, fire the tube. All right, goodbye, tube. Now that the tube is gone, we can load a mine. Yes, please. Retired, come over here and unload. Well, we can't unload the torpedo just yet. Okay. That's fine. All right, so that torpedo is going to go that way. It's going to alert everybody, obviously, because reasons. It's going to explode. So that won't be good for me. But, you know, we're just trying to get it done here. Why target a ship? Just fire it, because you can't. If you don't target, if you don't click on a ship, you cannot open the aiming reticle to enter any values. It's conceivable I could have done it with the TDC mod, but you'd have to have the TDC mod in order to make that work. So, Wolf, thanks very kindly for your words. Appreciate it. Yeah, little busy doing chatting stuff. These things happen. What are you gonna do? All right, that's gonna alert everybody. Oh, it was a dud. Interesting. Are they alerted? They don't look alerted. Probably because it dudded. Now we've got that thing loaded. Let's go ahead and launch a mine. This is, I'm here. Thank you. This is really disappointing for anybody that's really excited about the mine being launched. Just saying. Because there it is. That was it. That was it. That was the mine being launched. It's here now. It's a pill. It's rolling away. That's the mines. That's the mine laying, everybody. Hope you're all just as excited as I about the mines, because that's what that is. That's what that is. How's that mine work? It doesn't. It does not work. It doesn't do anything at all. It does no things. 0 things, as a matter of fact. 0 things is what that does. All right, Mr. Film. Let us load this. Yo, Mr. Retired. Let us load this. Thank you. You can take some helpers too. Let's get these things punched. So we gotta dump a bunch more of them out. A bunch more. Yeah, in the gameplay, all they are graphics. They don't do anything at all. 0 things. Launch mines. 4 of 18. My God, man. A swoosh. 8 of 18. 9 of 18. Don't worry, we only have many more to go. Don't worry, you guys. This is why I don't take these missions, man. It's so tedious. I know, like, yeah, you know, come on. I get it. It can't all be fun and games. It's war. We're too far. Really? This is where the lane that they come from is, but we're too far away from it? Come on, man. Come on, man. Launching mines. Launching mines. Just a few more. Just a couple more. That's not a mine. What are you doing? Yes, please. Only 3 to go. 3 to go. Here we go. Ready? Get them in there. Getting you to lay mines. 100%, my guy. I mean, they have a point, per se, because they're meant to do a thing that isn't modeled at all. But yes, they have actual, like, no actual purpose. Not in the game. I wish they did. It would be so fun if you could, like, drop a mine in shallow water. Like, if a escort was chasing you. That would be so awesome. I would enjoy that immensely. You know what I mean? But them's the brakes. All right, we are moving speed 3. Let's get the hell out of here. Starting to run a little low on air. What is our current distance from any targets? Let's see. Good long way. We should be able to surface and not be in any danger. Anything over, say, 22-ish kilometers in daylight, I'm perfectly willing to accept that risk. Kill the alarms. I don't need those. All right, we are breathing. Let's go ahead and send in all of our cool messages. All 6 of them. Smoke on the horizon. That's all right. We're not concerned. Give me maximum a go-go, please. Skirt the coast. They all appear to be heading for open water. We just have to get far enough away that the game considers us out of the area. Know what I'm saying? Rest my radio operator. Might as well get Mr. Retired to plug torpedoes into those tubes for me. Charge compressors. Suggested. I mean, I'm kind of hoping it's just going to be coming. Like, why would they? Then again, yeah, smoke over the horizon. I get it. Okay, I told somebody to turn the compressor on. Like, really, let's get on that, shall we? There it is. Okay. All right, we're both rocking and rolling. Getting on out of Dodge. Tube 1 loaded. Mr. Retired. Let's go ahead and load tube 3. Go. Good. Wonder how far away is far enough away. You know what I'm saying? There it is. Okay. We call in the fact that we've done our duty. Heading back to port. Mission complete. Fantastic. Fantastic. Impact the course of the war. I don't know about that. I think people would, in my personal opinion, if you made a video game in which you could affect the course of World War II to end other than how it did, I think the general public would not receive it very well. And with, admittedly, good reason. All right, Skipper got 1 point because, you know, it's super worth it to do these things. All right, 2 of 3 mine laying complete. God, they want me to do another one of those? My God, man. Hey, 2 level ups. Cool. Rolly leveled up. Come here, Rolly. Come here, my guy. My radio guy. Paramedic, medical coordinator, prop recognition. That's not really useful. Linguist. Might, yeah, he is already a linguist. Let's do paramedic. That'll double his healing people speed. Mr. Retired. Let's see now. Sapper would be okay. Torpedo mechanic. That'd be good too. Let's do getting scrap from making repairs. I think that might be best. All right, Mr. VDK. Let's take a quick look in the galley, please. Oh, that was wrong. Just go this way, please. Actually, we'll get Mr. Pfeiffer here. Let's turn on the pump. There's 1.9 cubic meters of water in the boat. Galley is running a little low, which, you know, we understand. We were at sea for several days, so these things are bound to happen. Let's dial that back. More bacon, obviously. And we don't have any bread to replace this bread, so we'll just eat it till it's gone. We'll top off the vegetables. By the way, for those of you who are new to the game, if you don't bring vegetables and or fruit, your sailors will keep getting sick. Weirdly enough, with tuberculosis every time. I'm not sure what the deal is there, but that's what you're going to end up with. Show me what you've got. Okay, food top-ups, please. Canned fish is good. Cheese, good. Bacon is good. We like that. Ammunition's good. Fuel. Refuel, please. Torpedoes. Let's get rid of this thing. Stern's okay. T1s, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, we're taking 1 T2. That sucks. That sucks. Nope, you don't get scurvy. It's TB. Every time it's TB. T-Man Army, what's going on, my guy? Cardiff is just as annoying as going through Gibraltar. Gibraltar is a time sink just because you got to go so slow. But yeah, I get that. Sooner or later, you're just going to throw that bacon overboard. So, nope, they get free potatoes. Free potatoes, not the bacon. I got to pay for bacon. They get free potatoes. That's coming up, V, my guy. That is coming up. Let's throw in a save here so we don't forget. Hello? Thank you. The Janstrims. Overwrite, baby. Overwrite. Listen, everybody, we're going to take a quick break here. Something to the tune of 10, maybe 15 minutes on the absolute outside. Ordinarily, I never take more than 10. However, I got to make that disclaimer just in case one day I'm like 10 minutes and I come back in 11 minutes and chat just freaks right out at me and we just can't have that. If you're going to leave the stream now due to the Be Right Back stream, thank you very kindly for coming by in the first place. I do stream every Monday and Wednesday. If this is your kind of gig, come on back. I'll see you again. Hope to see you in the future at the very least. For those of you who are going to stick around for, just a little bit, I will see you shortly. folks, what do you say we attempt to get right back at it kind of a thing? Just going to take a minute. And there we go. It's the one PC streaming, everybody. They don't make it easy. Okay. We just replenished the boat. Ready to take another mission from HQ. It takes 24 hours. Yes. However, in my own testing, if you go back 24 hours later, the mines are just gone. So they don't actually do anything. All right, they want me to do what? Tonnage war outside, well outside the sector. Norwegian campaign. I just want to go back to La Rochelle. Like, that's all I want, is to be in La Rochelle forever. Okay, tonnage war medium. Tonnage war medium, and it's further. I guess we're gonna have to do AM 52 through 64. Thank you, V. I don't want to do this mission at all. We're gonna burn through the majority of our fuel just getting there and back, not including the however many thousands of kilometers I've got to travel. But you know, that's fine. Wow, the boat is not doing well here in port, even though it's like glass. Look at this thing. There we go. Settle down. My God. Have I played 3? I have vague recollections of 3, very vague. I have better recollections of 4. How is this game comparable? A lot of the things you're looking for are going to be in here. If you're a person that believed that the Silent Hunter series is and will always be the very best, I do not suggest playing this, because you will find, okay, so like take the diving mechanism. So the boat going under the water or surfacing. The SH3 hardcore community will harp on the fact that it looks different, that it looked better on a 20-year-old game or similar verbiage. So if you're going to be nitpicky about the way things look, I don't recommend it. The crew management system currently leaves a little bit to be desired. However, it is more functional and a little more user-friendly to figure out how you're supposed to use it. Like you can just like click on this guy and make him do things. You don't have little tiny characters and little tiny boxes to move around, that kind of thing. So, you know, it's kind of a crapshoot. You might have the best time ever playing this. You might have a terrible time playing this because you would prefer to be playing, you know, Silent Hunter 6, let's say. I found it's a pretty mixed bag. The people who generally played... Just give me 1 second, everybody. What was I going to say? Yes, the people that... I've lost my train of thought. Sorry, everybody. The people that are still booting up SH at least once a week, every week, even today, I'm not sure if playing this game is going to be for you, because I think it'll frustrate you that it's not that game. That being said, if you're willing to have a slightly different experience but still get the core mechanics like calculating course, etc., then absolutely dive on in. You'll have a ball. It really depends on your mindset. You know what I mean? Mr. Portelli, what's going on? Yeah, that's a very good instance. You're 100% correct. I would agree with you 100% there, V. Scapa Flow is another instance of a mission that takes what feels like an infinite amount of time for very little reward. Yes, I would agree with that wholeheartedly. We're going to head something like this. We'll hunt periodically as we go. We're in full daylight currently, and we will be for a few hours yet. Let's begin our first dive sequence, please. Where we get to, in this build at least, press a button. It dives to 50 for you, cuts the engines, has a listen for approximately 5 minutes in-game time, and then returns you to the surface and recharges your compressors for you. Which I think is a wonderful, wonderful mechanic that they brought in. Doing it all manually is still perfect. You can still do that, but anybody that's a little old hat at the game, having just a button that'll do it, because you're just zooming along at times 6,500 speed all the time, perfectly acceptable in my opinion. Perfectly acceptable. All right, who went to the valves? Unsure. Let's go to blue lighting, help out the dudes. Dive planes to electric, open bulkheads. Diving, 40 meters. 50 meters. Full on listening. Nothing. Perfect. Perfect. You know what makes me happy? Not finding nothing. Too bad they made not worth hunting warships. I agree. Hunting warships in the game is extremely unbalanced. You get almost nothing for them. They don't count towards your tonnage. Nothing. I think it's a very significant oversight on the devs' part. That being said, maybe again, I don't know. It's hard for me to comment because I don't know what they were trying to build, right? I feel like that's something that would have come up, but I don't know. I don't know. Hope they make a remake of Silent Hunter 3 and 4. I would doubt it. They more or less just allowed the mod community to just go full ahead. I mean, obviously there's money to be made, so they could certainly do that and expect to make a bundle. That being said, is there enough of a purpose? I don't know. Like, when I say they'd make a bundle, there is, okay, let's call it, there's a sub-sim community, but it's a very niche community. It's extremely niche. Would a lot of people lose their minds and be ecstatic and, like, that would be the be-all, end-all? Yes. Is that necessarily good for a business? Well, okay. Funnel smoke on the horizon, no concept of what we're looking at yet. Which way are they heading? Towards us. Current distance places them at about 12k. Dive. Red lighting engaged. Good. All right, we are diving. Periscope depth, good. Radio, call it in. Thank you. Big ears, let's have a listen. Props inbound. Let's alter course slightly. Okay, and we are a lot closer now. 5 to 10. With any luck, we're going to find some freighters. That would be ideal. If this is a war patrol and only a war patrol, I'll be very upset. Alright, not getting much in the way of indication. I've got flags, but it's much too far away to judge. This could be a destroyer, though, given how high it's sticking out of the water. I see a funnel. So let's coast on in a little more. Let's slow to 1. And hope like hell that this is a targetable convoy. Stress but survive. Fantastic, my guy. That's all you need to do. That's step 1. Redshift Studios. Hello. Do me a favor, Redshift Studios. If your entire purpose of being here is to sell me something, please refrain. I can appreciate the hustle. I do. That being said, I have no need of any graphic design or anything of the like. Yeah, Warship Group. Should have seen that coming. Okay, blue lighting engage. Engines to nothing. Dive to 50. Let's hope they pass us by. And I have to hope they just squeak on by us here. And the only reason I say that, Redshift, is because a lot of times when somebody has the word studios or etc. in their name, they tend to ask me if I want to buy something. And I currently don't. Thank you, though. Like the remake of B-17. I actually very, like, I think I got a copy of the Mighty Eighth. But, you know, I didn't read anything. I didn't look at anything. I just kind of jumped into the game and I couldn't make heads or tails of it. And it was very, very pixelated. It actually hurt my eyes. So if the remake has at least updated graphics, I'm interested. We'll see. Only here for the good vibe. Fantastic, Red. Sorry if I offended thee, by the way. It's just, well, I tend to run into this kind of thing a lot. How do you choose which type of torpedo to use? It's dependent. Well, okay. So by type, do you mean magnetic and impact, or by type, do you mean the actual type of the torpedo? Like T1, T2, T3, T5. That'll be important. So if I could get your answer on that, that would be fantabulous. Okay, we're going to engage engines and slide away. I'm not concerned that they're going to hear me. At this distance and in May of 1940, we should be good for Huff Duff. Both. Okay. So, all right. Could somebody go ahead and use the YouTube command, please, and bring up my YouTube link? On my YouTube channel, I have a video called "Let's Talk Torpedoes." No, it's exclamation point YouTube, my guy. Thank you, V, though. Appreciate it. I have one called Let's Talk Torpedoes, and that'll give you pretty much all the information you're looking for. However, in a nutshell... Oh, we're running out of air. I kind of forgot about the need to breathe. Let's do that. Let's go up and breathe, shall we? It's getting kind of important. Bloop. There we go. We're breathing. All is well. What was I saying? Yes. So, a T1 torpedo, it will cost you money. T1 torpedoes are steam-driven. All torpedoes in the game require maintenance to use, even though it's technically warming a torpedo. And the only torpedoes that actually required to be warmed in real life were electrically driven torpedoes. They needed a warm dielectric liquid pumped into them so that they could do their job. So a T1 torpedo will still require maintenance before firing. However, it's not called heating anymore. It's just called maintenance. It's steam driven, which means in good lighting conditions, a warship could potentially see the bubbles coming because it will leave a trail of bubbles behind it. Okay. That being said, a T1 torpedo is 25% more accurate than a T2 torpedo. It also has a range. I don't know the exact number of the range. What I can tell you is with a T1 torpedo, I have reliably struck a target at 6.7 kilometers. 6.7 kilometers, and I hit the target, no problems whatsoever. So my best guess would be somewhere around the 7 to 8 kilometer mark would be where it should sit. That being said, I do not recommend firing at 6.7 kilometers. Please bear that in mind. Now, a T2 torpedo is the first electric torpedo in the game. Since it's electric, warming it becomes much, much more important, and it cannot be detected by the enemy, which means to say that they can't see a trail of bubbles because there is no trail of bubbles to see. That being said, it is the very first electric torpedo, which means it's poor. It's not very good. It will do the job, but I would fire 2 torpedoes at a time if I were you, because they have a much higher dud rate. Anyway, the biggest issue with the T1 torpedo is it has an exact maximum distance of 5 kilometers. So if your target is 5,002 meters away, the torpedo will dud, which means to say it didn't even reach target before it ended its run. It'll just stop in the water. It just stops there. Just sits there floating for no reason. Anyway, so that's the problem with T2s. T3 torpedoes are the absolute sweet spot of torpedoes. They are the best torpedoes in the game, hands down. They are electric, so they are undetectable by the enemy. They have a... I'm not sure of the maximum distance of a T3, but the T3 can go more than 5 kilometers. I can tell you that as a matter of fact. And it's overall the most reliable torpedo in the game. So the least amount of dud risk, provided, of course, you have it warmed, whether your mechanic has thorough, et cetera, et cetera. There's different variables, but it is the best torpedo in the game, hands down, even if you don't have those things. A T5 torpedo is a noise-seeking torpedo. They home in on propeller noise. They're heading... I don't like the way they're heading. This could be another war patrol. We'll find out. So the T5 will only ever strike your target in the rear because it will steer itself to the rear of your target. The problem with that is destroyers, especially, you can't sink destroyers with T5s because once you hit it in the rear, the hitbox of that part of the ship is dead. So you could hit it again and again and again with T5s in the rear, and the ship will never sink. It's never going to sink because you've done the maximum amount of damage to the rear of the ship that you possibly can. T5s are very, very useful in the rear tubes, the aft tubes of the boat. If you were being chased by an escort, you don't even have to aim. Pop one out the back and let it do its thing, right? That's the wonderful, wonderful part about T5s. Or if you have a monster-sized convoy, he's heading towards me. He's not inside sight range. Dive, dive hard. Dive hard, dive hard. What was I going to say? Yeah, if you had a big convoy ahead of you, and you're not really picking and choosing targets, you just need to hit everything, launch some T5s, they'll figure themselves out and go about their business. Some ships can be sunk with a T5. A decent hit on an Empire might do it. NA1s, absolutely one shot. Sometimes Corvettes, I'd say 50-50 chance on Corvettes, whether it sinks it or not. But anything larger than an Empire class, I wouldn't bother, like C3s and the like, because you're not going to do enough damage to take them down. So we've now explained all the types of torpedoes. They are slower. Plus, I forgot the quote unquote, best part about T5 torpedoes. They can turn around and hit you. Hooded Vengeance, thanks for that follow, much obliged. If a T5 torpedo, like say you launch a T5 torpedo, and then your boat is making noise because obviously you're running or traveling or whatever, then it can turn around and kill you. 100%. They can also lose their way in a storm. So if you are in a storm and you choose to use a T5 torpedo, then they may not hit any targets whatsoever because they will lose their targets. There we go, 2 to 4, perfect. So they're heading in roughly like sort of this direction. We'll just keep on going for here. Yes, so let's talk about the different triggers. That's important. Oh, they've changed course. They're not doing 303 at all anymore. Now they're doing 124. This could just be a war patrol. I could be wasting my time. So let's speed up a little bit. We got to give it some time. Make sure that plane is gone. Let's go max. Please don't just be warships, for the love of God. What was I going to say? Thanks for the YouTube. Well, thank you for your attention. Appreciate it. Yes, I would advise you to fill the front of your boat with T3 torpedoes and put 2 T5s in the rear. Right, triggers. So you'll see, can I show you here? I'm not sure I can show you here or not. All right, triggers and pistols. So this T1 torpedo right here, it has a PI1 trigger. Sorry, pistol. So its detonation process is the most basic detonation process a torpedo can have. You can get, later on in the game, you can get torpedoes that have PI2, right? And they have better pistols, a better explosive train, which means they are less likely to dud, all right? So that's pistols. Basically, the higher the number, the better on pistols. When it comes to the trigger types, you've got impact triggers and magnetic triggers. The impact triggers are designed to strike a vessel, and technically speaking, if you use today's jargon, it's okay. The easiest way to put it is there's like a Coke can sticking out in front of the torpedo, and when that Coke can gets depressed, it blows up. That's pretty much what you have to take from that. The problem with a impact trigger is you have to think about the angle of the boat. Okay, and by the angle of the boat, I mean, okay, the boat is not flat, right? So even my boat, not only does it curve, like say you were a torpedo and heading in this direction, and you're heading in this direction, twang, and you bounce off the side, right? Because you didn't depress the Coke can. It also deflects to the bottom. You see how the bottom of my boat curves down like this? So if you are a torpedo and you've got a perfect 90-degree angle and you're coming in, twang, and you go down. And both of those will count as duds. They didn't dud, they just failed to explode because they bounced off in the wrong direction. So impact triggers are best to be used at no more than, say, 2.5 meters depth. Otherwise, they'll bounce off the bottom of the boat, and you don't get any prizes for that. Okay, they're pretty much out in front of me. I'd love to find some shipping here. That'd be great. Now, how do we deal with that? What if we can't get a good angle on the ships? Then you got to switch to magnetic triggers. Magnetic triggers are designed to blow up within, let's call it, 2 feet of a heavy magnetic surface. It's warships. Is it all warships? No, it isn't. Okay, cool. It's not all warships. There is some shipping involved. All right, we're going to go this way. We're going to try to get it in front of them. So the magnetic triggers, if you can't get a good angle or if you want to shoot really deep, and that's really key. Shooting deep does more damage technically. You use a magnetic trigger and it blows up when it gets near the target. It doesn't technically have to hit it. It just has to get really close. So you actually, 9 times out of 10, try to aim below the keel of your target so that it actually breaks the boat's back, essentially. You know what I'm saying? If this is all too technical, if I'm going too fast, everybody, please check out that video. It's not the best. I've got a video or two on the triggers, magnetic versus impact, etc. But I'm doing my best here, right? Didn't have any ships on my patrol. There you go, Wilsron. They knew you were coming, my guy. They knew you were coming. Okay, so I covered the types torpedoes, I covered the pistols, I covered the triggers. Have I missed anything? Magnetic trigger of the highest damage potential. Yes, provided you can get it to blow up directly below the keel of your target ship, it can do the most amount of damage. Well, I'm glad to help. I'm certainly happy to help. All right, we're going to dive here. We're going to rest him for a few minutes, just because I don't need him to be on the big ears just yet. We are still going. Let's speed up a little bit. Rob Film, what's going on, my guy? I think I covered everything. I don't know. If I didn't, please let me know, and I will do my best to return to that subject. All right, let's get the big ears on now. Good. Still out in front. That should keep shifting in this direction. Slow to 4. Trying to extend our listening ears as far as possible. Let's go to alarm, put these guys in command stations. That'll help extend my range even further. There we go. All right, we have got a target. She is approximately 7,500 meters out. Approximately. One target, looks like 2 escorts. Whatever she's got aboard is important. Yeah. All right. It looks like a corvette and a destroyer. Judging by their icons, I would guess. Let's see if we can confirm. Question about T5s. What if it tracks you and you dive to 30? I'm not sure about 30, but I do know they will dive. I've been struck while underwater. We've got an Empire class. It is my belief that that is a corvette on the other side of the Empire. I'm expecting a DD over this wise, and we do in fact have a DD. Okay, so I'm figuring I'm going to use the stopwatch here, get a 3:15 timing. Do all magnetic settings have a chance to explode? Yes, I really meant to ask to mention that. Sorry. When using magnetic triggers, there is a chance on every single torpedo that you fire that it will detonate prior to reaching its target. It's just part of how it is. You're talking about late 1930s, early 1940s tech. Sometimes they get confused, the magnetics go all wonky, and it goes boom. It will give you away because all the ships that you are currently tracking will see an explosion, so that's fair. You know what I mean? That's a fair assessment that it would give you away. Please bear that in mind. All right, we're going to do a full 3 minutes 15 on the timing, so we'll have the most accurate representation of the shot. Depth is not a safe place. If a I don't know how far down it might chase you. I don't know. All I know is I've been hit at roughly periscope depth, right? Are T5s noise? Yes, they are. Yes, they are noise seekers. They will only ever hit, unless you happen to launch it at something that's coming directly for you. Sometimes they might clip the side, but for the most part, they will always hit in the rear. Be the quietest thing. Be a hole in the water. 100%. Thank you very kindly there, Eon. Yeah, turn off your engines. Maximum speed 1. 100% speed 1. Just really quickly, I'm trying to do something. We're 1 minute 10 into the run. You ever notice that when you're trying to find a specific icon, you just can't do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Anyway. Everybody, for those of you who do not know Eon Raptor, longtime friend of the channel. As you can see there in your chat, you should see his link. Please go by, check him out. Really big on Sims. If Sims is your game and just chilling and having fun, Eon Raptor's Nest is the place to go. 25% hit record. Interesting. All right, 1 minute 45 into the run. A lot of chop today. That's going to make it much more difficult to hit our targets. Much more difficult. All right, what are we looking at? We've got an Empire Explorer. Empire Explorer. 2 minutes 10. Oh, I have no doubt, Eon. Jealous. I am so jelly, my guy. So very jelly. 2 minutes 20. Less than a minute to go. Empire Explorer type. Might as well lock that in now. She looks like British without the Canadian highlight. So UK it is. Non-military. Freighter. Explorer. Good. It's pretty, still a little buggy. I mean, it is what it is, right? They're still working on it. At the same time, I really would have preferred they just wait and come out with a full-fledged game. That would have been better, but okay. Why do that when you guys can, when all of us as a community can do the testing for them, right? All right, 3 minutes 5, 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Reset, hide. And how fast has my ship gone? My ship has traveled 7.14 meters, which means she's going at a speed of 7.14 knots. So we will go ahead and enter that. Velocity, 7.14 knots. Let's get true course. True course is... looks around, I don't know, 190, 200, something like that. True course is... wow, I was way off. What was I thinking? 124 degrees. 124 degrees for my target. All right, we are continuing to roll in at a fairly high rate of speed, which is pretty dangerous at this point. We're going to go ahead and begin warming torpedoes. I'll probably throw 2 at it. Let's see. I don't think Skipper needs all this help right now. I might need a little help. Let's get some helpers for warming torpedoes, please. Let's see. What do I want to do? Kind of want to send one of the engine's guy to the depth steers, but not yet. Still in landed. Gonna change that manual. Ooh, rough stuff, my guy. Rough stuff. All right, 4,100 meters from target. Well, from where the target's gonna be, anyway. Halfway done loading doing maintenance on tube 1, which technically you don't need to do for a steam torpedo, but hey, what you gonna do? They gotta make some difficulties. If you don't warm your torpedoes, by the way, you automatically introduce a 20 to 25% dud rate. Right off the hop, and it's all RNG. Like, you could have 4 duds in a row. I've seen it. I've seen it and done it. 4 duds in a row. So, bear that all in mind, everybody. So we got a destroyer right about here. Corvette's there. My hope is to just sink this guy. We're only in 30 meters of water. So hit the bottom and hope like hell they don't find me, kind of a thing. Let's go ahead and warm a second torpedo. I'm going to throw 2 at it. Just because I don't want to take the chance that we'll mess this up. Means we'll have to tighten up the dispersion, but that's okay. It's all right. I'd like to cut this down to 3 kilometers maximum. It is starting to get a little hairy with that guy being right there, so let's slow to 3. We're making a ton of noise between me warming the torpedo and the engines rocking along at speed 3. Little Empire friend, non-Canadian UK vessel. Happen to you with 3? 100%, my guy. You gotta warm them. You gotta warm them and know how to use them. If you get them glancing off the side with impacts, you gotta reevaluate. You know what I'm saying? See, that's the thing. Look at how much chop there is. Even if I set these things, like I'm gonna have to set these things to, because I don't want to use magnetic triggers with 2 escorts bearing down. I'd much rather just kill the ship outright. So I'm gonna use impact triggers. I'll set them to 1.5 meters, but it's going to be kind of a crapshoot, to tell you the truth. Because of how much drift they'll have up and down, right? But hey, what do I know? I just work here. I just work here, everybody. All right, rocketing along. We've got a little less than 3,500 meters to eat up. Let's move this a bit. A little bit of time compression. Slow down to 2. Easy does it. Slow down to, no, let's keep speed 2 for now. Just under 3K. Maybe 2,700 would be nice. Okay, kill the motors. Alright, 2,700 meter shot. Should be okay. Take it easy, Wills Ron. Thanks for swinging by. Much obliged, my dude. Much obliged. Alright, we're going to lock controls, rudder to forward so we don't drift. If you don't do that, your ship will actually turn about in the water depending on the currents. Just something to bear in mind. I'm going to put you on torpedo 3 just because. I'm going to put you on depth keeping, and we're going to switch that to manual mode. We're going to close bulkheads just in case. And we are ready to take our shot. I should have already shot, to tell you the truth. I wasn't paying attention. Okay. Getting a distance off this thing is going to be pretty difficult, not going to lie. Distance to target is a wowzers.
Take a deep breath. Now, let's achieve our objectives.
Yeah, let's achieve them objectives, my guy. Let's get them. All right, I want to set it there-ish, which gives me 2476. Which is close. So I'm going to go with it. I know, like, you got to make it a little bit difficult. Yes, if you can get behind them, there's no problem at all. I'm going to do 2 torpedoes. 1.5 depth. Let's lower dispersion to 21 meters across. And fire. 1 away. 2 away. Okay, give the order to dive. Take us to the bottom. Take us to the bottom, skipper. Not that we have far to go. Alright, we are now on the bottom. aft torpedo, rearward torpedo, whichever way you want to say it, is here. We are streaking towards target. Bob Ross style. Awesome, my guy. I like it. I like it. All right. My screen's a little choppy. Sorry about that. Hopefully it's clear for you guys. Getting a little bit of stutter. I'm asking my computer to do way more than it should be. Ooh, the torpedo broached there for a sec. Oh, see that? That's the problem with chop. You don't really know where it's going to hit, right? We look okay. It's a little choppy. Sorry about that, everybody. My apologies. Just a little on the stuttery side. We look okay, though. Not displeased, per se. Say or what? We're not scraping. We're at speed 0. We're lying on the bottom as of now. I shut the engines down, so we're not moving. We're just sitting there having a tea. Just having something to drink really quickly. Possibly a scone. There could be scones involved. We don't know. Okay. Starting to get real. Let's take control of the camera, shall we? Oop, wrong thing. Hup, 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 hup. Incoming torpedoes. And hit a little aft, but that's okay. We knew that from its distance was off a bit. One good hit, midships. Two good hits, midships. Yeesh. They'd be eating strudel, would they? Would they be eating strudel? And she's using the distress horn now. She's lit up nicely, listing to starboard. It's a crapshoot. Empires are notoriously difficult to sink. Not looking good for them, though. I'm glad you enjoy them, V. And looks like the front just snapped off. Here she goes. Looks like she may have landed on her own nose. Is she... Yep. Look at that. Wow. Done like dinner. Am I using a sound mod? I am. Can somebody use the mods command, please? Not sure salvage is in our future, because we do have to contend with this nonsense, but it's possible. Alright. So they knew the direction everything came from. They're not pinging, and even if they were, they wouldn't find me. I'm not super concerned that we're in any kind of danger currently. We're as silent as silent gets. We've got everything closed up as best we can. So we should be all right. We should be okay. Should be OBKB. All right. These guys have returned to station keeping. They've given up on their friends already. Alright, bring me off the bottom a touch. 15 meters ought to do it. Let's keep the periscope down, gentlemen. And let's begin moving. Speed 1. Shouldn't be scraping right now. Oops, I gotta leave this view. And we are floating just above the floor. Sorry it's so dark, everybody. Red lighting coming up momentarily. And that's the best I can do. Sorry about that. Alright, I would like to get in position to salvage if I could. It's currently 2100 I only need about 10 kilometers worth of distance. Not sure that this is the place I want to be tied up for hours, though. Periscope depth. Okay, let's kill the motors. No, let's go a little bit closer. Little bit closer. And we'll go ahead, stop, service the boat. Up we go. Loop. Okay. Empire Austin. Let's send a diver. Let's send Mr. Pfeiffer. He's going to need a diving suit. Continue, please. 29 seconds to the bottom. While that's happening, let's go ahead and interact with the lifeboats. Lifeboat 2 usually has the skipper. Confirmed. Supplies for the 3 gentlemen left behind, which gives me additional reputation points. And supplies for lifeboat number 1. Again, for the 10% additional points. Not escorting nothing now, you're not wrong. Alright, how we doing there, Austin? Peculiar fish awkwardly trying to eat chicken. Alright, that's cool. Let's head to the engine room, please. 26 seconds to the engine room. 26 seconds to the engine room. I should probably charge the compressor. Alright, we are 3 seconds out. Good. Cargo hold, please. Surprisingly orderly for a sunken ship. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. They were heavily guarded. 2 escorts for a single freighter. I would be interested if they had something cool down here. It's probably just going to be like lumber or something, but whatever. The great lumber shortage of 1940. Could be gold. You never know. View the goods. Spare parts. I'll take it. They are worth their weight in gold as far as I'm concerned. Return to the surface. 40 minutes of wait time. Good.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Now we're good. This boat is fine. We've got a good boat. It's a good boat. Okay. Let's turn off the alarms, please, so we can rest people and whatnot. Have them go about their day, their daily business. I told somebody to turn on the compressor and they didn't do it. It's very irritating. Anywho, we've got more motoring to do. Let's go up this wise. Speed 3, please. Let us begin the dual hunt, double hunt, second hunt, etc. Secondly, Secondorino. Once we get far enough away from that wreckage, we can actually move at proper speeds. Okay, how are we doing on everything? Fuel, we're down maybe a fifth. Still a long way away from 10,000 tons, mind you. It's going to be hard to do in this sector. That's why I didn't really want to take it, but the game do like the game do. They don't really give you much in the way of benefits, do they? Let's head up this way, maybe. Let's try a hunt on this spot. Give you some help. Open bulkheads, please. Big ears, yes. And nothing on that spot, unfortunately. Okay, we'll head this way. Let's go right to the edge of the sector, actually. Off in this here direction, we'll go here, maybe. Didn't know you could salvage. Oh, yeah, my guy. It's provided it's in fairly shallow waters, you can salvage. Provided the water is on the shallow side. Nothing. Didn't really expect much, to tell you the truth. We'll hunt mid-sector. Try that all again. Hey, 3 to 6. Says they're on a bearing of 74. You can't trust the initial bearing. You can't even trust the direction they're moving in. Because the game will just switch it on you. It's super crazy. Pretty wild, not gonna lie. I want both compressors running, please, because we screwed up and didn't do it somehow. Okay. We're moving. We're in a storm. That makes it pretty unfortunate, actually. Oop. And the storm is ending, one assumes? I don't know. We should probably hunt here. Alright, they may have changed direction on me, which likely means a war patrol, but we'll do our best. We'll do our best. That's all we can do. Is anybody charge the compressors? What is it with nobody charging the compressors today? Hello? Gonna need everybody to do their jobs. I don't know if you knew this, but we're at war. We're doing war stuff. So, I'm just saying. Please, everybody do your jobs. Do them, do them, do them. Please continue doing them. Rawhide. Alright, let's try here. Still heading in this direction. Okay. Funnel smoke spotted. Alright. Too far away from me. I don't see nothing. We can call it in though. Seriously, nobody's running the compressor. It's designed to be built directly into the button, but nobody's doing it. It's very irritating. Not a big fan. Not a big fan of that. Okay. It looks like they may have stopped, which doesn't really make any sense, but okay. Let's cut in a bit. Is it worth it to have 7 officers? It depends on how much you like juggling the beds. That's a warship. Extend, it's war patrol. Kill the motors, dive. War patrols, and more war patrols. Fun stuff, am I right? Yeah, so with 7 officers, you've always got to have at least... like, you can't put all 7 to bed, because there's only 6 beds, and 1 for the captain, which... Anyway, long story short is you got to keep juggling your officers, and if you don't like doing that, then I would advise against it, but it's all dependent on your play style. Depends on what officers you need for what. You know what I mean? So I prefer to have, like, this is my layout. This is how I do it. 3 leaders, 2 mechanics, and 1 radio op. But depending on how you play, you could need a completely different set of officers aboard. You know what I'm saying? So it really all comes down to you. I suggest experimenting and figure out what works best for your playstyle. Some people like to control things in minute detail. Some people hate that, etc. Right? 2 of each. Yep. I mean, that's certainly one way to do it. Yep. I agree. 1 single ship? Very unlikely that we've got a single warship. Very unlikely. Nobody's charged? Okay, somebody's charged the compressor this time. Should be off in this direction somewhere. There we go. Teeny tiny funnel. Teeny little funnel guy. Call this in. Might as well. Pardon me. Pardon me again. Sorry, I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. Can I see him? What do we got? We have an Empire. Looks like another Explorer type. Where's he heading? 248. I want to back up a little bit. Back up a little bit. There you go. Okay. Let's straighten out. Good. Kill the motors here. Let's just chill for a minute. We don't even know if it's a viable target yet. Speed 1. coming up as UK. Now the thing is how close are the nearest warships? You know what I mean? So we can easily take this down with the deck gun, but depending on how far away the warships are, could be a bit of a problem. So I'm going to go decks awash here. We'll just sort of creep on up on her. We'll see how long it takes her to figure it out. Give me speed 4. Alright, we are decks awash. Speed 2, please. Come on now. Speed 1. Alright, so far she hasn't detected us. Maximum go. Slow to 2. Slow to 1. Raise the boat. Give me compressors. Alright, we are now bearing towards an alarmed target, but that's okay. We've got the element of surprise on our side. Let's go ahead and get the skipper on the deck gun. Skipper, report to the deck gun, please. Skipper to the deck gun. Thank you. Maximum go. Closing on target. In war, do you take 2? No, I don't bother using the radar. I find that it doesn't offer enough of a benefit for needing a second officer at all times, personally. All right, give me engine control. Hello? There we go. This one. We'll let them go by us and we'll try the old 6-shot trick. See if our little six shot works. I don't know. I'll have to check. Doesn't look like they were. We're only at, no, we're at 89%. So, all right, 6 shots. Ready? 1. 2. I'm expecting fire in 4. 3. Come on, fire. 4. Ooh, no fire. Interesting. 5. Fire in 5. And 6. That should be it. Yeah, that's the Sounds of War mod. It is fantastic. I highly, highly recommend it. And she's abandoned. Not sunk. Interesting. We may board her and see what she's got aboard. Let's tuck ourselves in real close like. Interactions. Kill the motors here, please. Lifeboat 2 is where the skippers live. Thank you. Lifeboat 2, food. Here's some. There you go. You're welcome. Lifeboat 1, food. There you go. I like to use potatoes for this because they're free. And let's board the vessel. Send a team. We're just going to send Mr. Pfeiffer. And 2 friends. 19 seconds. Said less than 10. I mean, these things happen, my guy. What are you going to do? Deck house. Engine room. Cargo hold. Search. It's going to be slow, but we expected that. Okay, let's have the skipper go about whatever it is he's supposed to be doing. We've got a lot of water in the boat. Let's have him turn the pump on, please. I no longer feel like I need to be at alarm status. And let's let some time go by. Almost done. 90%, 95, and good. Transported goods. Iron ore and wood. Well, if it was gold, I'd consider moving stuff off my boat, but hey. It's just iron ore and wood. Alright, skipper, grab the gun again really quick, please. Good, thank you. 3 liters is nice. Yeah, because I tend to use one primarily for navigation and the other 2 to switch off duties in observation. I was below the water line. That's not helpful. I need to see an explosion when it hits. That's helpful too. Ready for bullet time? Oh, bullet time. What's up? No? Okay. Where'd the bullet go? You here yet? Oh, there she goes. Bullet time. Bullet time, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Bullet time. That's what we're all about, baby. A little bit of bullet time. The camaraderie is not sinking. Kind of hoping that'd be it. Red paint. No, nothing yet. How about now? How about now? There we go. Oh, yeah, she's bleeding out. She's sinking, baby. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Okay. Now that that's done, send you back down here, Skipper. We can call this in really quick.
Hello? This is the German Coast Guard.
So good. We're sinking.
What are you thinking about?
Yeah, what are you guys thinking about? Huh? Alright. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. We are going this way. It takes forever to get away from these boats, but whatever. Maybe we'll go faster. That seemed to have helped a bit, actually. Alright, we'll go to here, have a hunt. Just a little hunty poo. Get that baby on down there. Pretty much covering the entire sector, more or less. Still can't find anything, because that's how we do. This is how we do. Na 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 na. Tinned beef for free. I don't know. I'm not currently using any food mods myself, so it could be one that you got. Yeah. I get the bread or potatoes are free. Maybe everybody's game is a little bit different though. I never even really considered that. Then again, I've always considered myself having a very special version where it cheats all the time. Like, why are we low on navigation? I have a whole guy for this. There's a whole person specifically for that job, and we've got low navigation. Are you kidding me? You suck at this. You suck at this job. I'm just saying. Another hunt, please. Nothing. Cool. Cool. Dude passed out at his station because he was too silly to go to bed on time, but hey, I just work here. Sleepy time for him. Prop noise, one single. Heading towards me, apparently. Cool. Speed 2 engaged. Pressure's online. What do we got? Funnel smoke on the horizon. What can we see? I don't see any funnel smoke on the horizon. Oh, here we go. Another Empire class. Ooh, Argentinian, perhaps. Well, inspection might be the best we get out of this. Might only get an inspection out of this one. Kill the motor. I don't need the alarm. I clicked that by accident. Radio, please. Good. Target's too far. What are you talking about? It's right there. I could throw rocks at it. Target's too far. Shut up. When you lose all your map points to the update, your map will essentially disappear. You'll just have question mark. You'll have a map with a big question mark on it. You won't know where you are. Mind you, you still can navigate via longitude and latitude if you know how to do that. I had to do it once. It sucked. Delegation, please. We're going to want a linguist. Who do we have that's a linguist? Personal skills would be good. V, grab your stuff. Gunner, supporter. Spanish speaker might not be a bad idea. Rolly's the linguist. Good. I also have an English speaker. English? No, that's engine 1. Get rid of him. I'm looking for English speaker. Good. Take these guys. Skipper, have a gun. Have a gun, my guy. Rolly 1 Kenobi. I like it. I like it. I like it.
What do you need, officer?
All right. Doesn't speak German, but Mech 4 speaks English. Okay. Kind of figured they'd want to speak Spanish, but whatever.
We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships. We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness to our own. Your culture will adapt to service us. Resistance is futile.
Resistance is futile. I love the Borg. All right, they're heading to Lisbon with medical supplies. To Lisbon. I mean, they're taking the furthest possible way of doing it if they are. I don't think they are. Put pressure on. They're not heading towards Lisbon. Booyaga! Nailed it. He breaks and admits the documents are fake. They smuggle various goods to Britain under a false flag. Search the hold. There may be something of use. Definitely the scenic route, 100%. I was like, we are nowhere. Like, if we were even, like, west of Scotland, I might say they're like... but coming from Argentina? No way. See, Sapper, I don't... Once you've run out of other things to get, yeah, get Sapper. But I don't find it useful at all. Like, I don't know. That's probably just me. It's probably just me. It's like you lose a skill slot for seeing smoke come out of the boat and it just sinks. Or you can use like 1 or 2 deck rounds. So, go to the cargo hold. View the transported goods. Med supplies. Nah, that's fine. Meet the captain. Order the evacuation of the ship. Starts to shout out to his crew and organize the evacuation of the freighter. Didn't think after... Yeah, it comes in really helpful, actually, if you name them. All right, V, grab the flak gun. Why not? We haven't played with the flak gun yet today. Speed 2. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Come on, come on. Go, go. God, go. Lifeboat 2 is where the skipper lives. Lifeboat 2, food. Oops, wrong one. Good, good, good. Lifeboat 1. Aha, that one was hiding. I knew it. I knew it. The skipper was hiding. He had his chief engineer on the other boat. Didn't want to give him up. All right, call that in. Flak gun. HE loaded. Probably want our hitbox now I'm thinking about it. Can I click the ship, please? Thank you. Hello. There we go. It's fine. We're fine. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah, I don't really find it useful. I mean, yeah, yes, you just get to click a button and sink the ship, but other than that, I don't really get it. She might just bleed out on her own here. Might take a while, though. Yeah. I mean, they could eat salt water or each other, Martin. So you got to think about it, right? You got to think about it. All right, they are just about finished. And come on, you can do it. You can do it. Yeah. Hell yeah. And that gave you my 10,000 tons. What's up, Buttercup? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's up, Buttercup? Whoa, 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 whoa. Now we just got a go-go. That's all we got a do-do is a go-go. Yeah, nailed it. We nailed this mission, everybody. We absolutely tore it up. Tore it up. 10,000 tons in this neck of the woods. Rough stuff, everybody. Rough stuff. Let's probably slow to 3, though. Might be helpful. You keep some helpers, because you're being terrible at your job. So, we're only at 49%. It's ridiculous. Although I do have to send him to bed here momentarily. Like now. Gross. Gross. Oh, he's going to keep on it and pass out of the station. Whatever. That's your call. You do what you got to do, my guy. So tired. Why did I stay up so late, Clunk? Oh my god, I didn't even think of that. That wasn't what I meant at all, but wow. That's... wow. Give one boat potatoes and watch them fight? That's evil. You guys are mean. You are mean people. Mission complete. 4 days home. 4 days home, everybody. Back to Willie Shaves. Back to where Willie does his shaving. Mr. Sokarad, 28 months of your life belong to me, my guy, and I thank you for each and every one of those. I appreciate you, my dude. All right, V picks up a couple of points. Good for V. Rock and roll. Skipper gets points for being skipper because he's so damn dapper. Tonnage war is increasing. This is level 3 of the tonnage war. It goes 50,000, 100,000, 200,000. So we're kicking ass and taking names. We sank the Austin. 2,928 tons. She was carrying utilities to London out of Edinburgh. The Kameraden was 4,397 tons, taking raw resources from Liverpool to Halifax. She was registered out of Norway. Sank the Jane Austen. I mean, these things happen. And the Rio Chubut, 4,318 tons. Medical supplies heading from Halifax to Liverpool, registered in the UK, but they used a flag of Argentina for deception. So, unfortunately, it was a very, very long patrol because of how sparse the shipping is in that area. 12 days, 10 hours, we only took down 11,000 tons. Not our best effort, certainly. Mr. Pfeiffer's leveled up. Let's see what we can get him. I'd like him to be better at navigation. Is there one of those? I can't remember. Yes. Better at navigation, please. Because you suck at it, and it's literally the only job I need you for. We have survivors on the boat that we have to get rid of. Let's go ahead and give... essentially sell human beings. Just calling it like it is, okay? It's called Commander Only. It's in Norwegian. I don't know what that means. Sorry. Sorry, I've lost what we were talking about. And we'll throw in a quick shavy shave here. A little shavy shoe. And we're also going to do this thing because everybody, we have reached the end of tonight's stream. We have reached the end. Commandor means commander. Okay, I got that. Oh, V, what are you doing to me? What are you doing to me, my guy? All right, everybody. Not a bad little patrol overall. Definitely has been better. Definitely has been worse. I really don't. I don't mind how that went at all. I'm gonna go ahead and throw up all of my socials because if you're not following me on all the things, help me out. Help me out, my guy. Never used the card player. I do for only this person just because the only thing I need him to do is navigation and or play cards. So there's really no point to it. They really nerfed the discipline system. But yeah. Well, thank you, my guy. I appreciate you, Martin. Much obliged. Anytime, Wolvus. Wolvulus. I went with Wolvus. That was incorrect. Again, if you have any more questions about the game, I have some pretty solid tutorials on my YouTube channel. Maybe try to check it out. Leave me a like, subscribe, comment, that kind of thing. It all helps the channel immensely. Immensely. You have no idea. Well, thank you, Retired. You have yourself a fantastic evening, my guy. I do stream every Monday and Wednesday, everybody. So if this is your first time here or you're a returning viewer and My brand of entertainment is your thing. Come on by on Mondays and Wednesdays. And for those of you who follow on Twitch, you will get the updates as to when secret streams go up, where I don't announce them anywhere except Twitch, so you never know. Bash, much obliged. Nighty night yourself. V, same to you, my guy. Same to you. See you all Monday evening, if not before. Again, you never know. You just never know. Thanks, Linked. Much obliged. Appreciate you for being here. Number one, and I'm very, very glad that you seem to have enjoyed yourself. That's the whole point, everybody. Is that not only do we have a place to hang out, chat, talk, chill, blow stuff up, whatever, like-minded folks. I'd like to hope that at least on some level, I'm entertaining you in some strange way. It seems to work because y'all keep showing up. So I don't know. I don't know. I must be doing something relatively correct. Let's call that. Linked Phoenix and Big Duke 667. Thanks for them follows. Much obliged. Much obliged. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to stream. Hello, hello, hello. And it's going to play twice because I really have to remember to change this song. This was a prototype screen that I built one time because all of my other screens got deleted on me. I'll work on changing that song. Sorry about that. It must get a little annoying. Sorry about that. These things happen. What are you going to do? And we're ending at the perfect time because I'm beginning to lose my voice. I don't know if you're catching that, but honestly, I don't know how people do it. They stream for 4, 6, 8 hours. Like, they take like one break. It's ridiculous. I have no idea how people do this. Like, if I go longer than an hour and a half without taking a break, I'll die. So, I don't get it. I think the longest stream I ever did was 5 hours, and really, it almost killed me. It almost killed me. No, don't say oops, Ling. I thank you very, very kindly for your follow. I would too, V, 100%. I really would. I would have to have like a jug or a bucket or something. Like, and that's not attractive. We don't want that. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't do it. Don't think about it. Anyway. All right, folks, listen, that's going to do it for me. Until next time, I have been lightly salted. Thanks for tuning in. Bye now.